Windows 10 is on its deathbed. You're left with three options: stay on Windows 10 and risk your security, begrudgingly upgrade to Windows 11, or switch to Linux and keep your machine going. But before you fork over up to $200 just to be forced into a Microsoft account, a Linux distro may be all you need. I benchmarked 6 games between popular Linux distros, some optimized for gaming, versus Windows 11. The results may definitely surprise you. Without further ado, let's begin this ultimate comparison. Here are my PC specs and distros I'll be comparing, along with their kernel versions and Nvidia drivers. All games, where applicable, were running under Proton Experimental. Windows 11 will be what I'm comparing the performance to, between a beginner-friendly distro like Mint, to the arch but easy distro on the rise, CachyOS, to two gaming-oriented Fedora-based distros, Bazzite and Nobara. Let's get into it. Starting off with Hitman World of Assassination, we're off to solid performance on all Linux distros. I have no idea what was up with Windows during the test, but no DLSS or ray tracing had all Linux distros perform 2 to 3 times better on minimum and average FPS. Still has a good lead on max FPS too. Overall, Nobara did the best with average frame rate. DLSS quality, while Windows did the best on average and max FPS, it's not by much at all. Same story with minimums, but CachyOS is on par with Windows, while Bazzite and Nobara are right behind it. Ray tracing and DLSS quality, Windows becomes more of a clear winner, other than minimum FPS, where Nobara does better at. Next up is Forza Horizon 5, and don't worry, it'll be quick. It didn't matter if DLSS or ray tracing were on or off, it performed the same on the high preset due to a slight bottleneck on the CPU. Nobara threw a fit about the install path being too long, and I didn't have time to deal with it, so that's why there's no numbers for that one. No surprise Windows pulled ahead here. I mean, it is a Microsoft game after all. On to CS2, or CSGO, whichever you still call it, and goddamn, Nobara did not hold back on the low preset. Look at that gain on the average FPS over Windows, roughly 220 extra frames. It made CachyOS look like it was called TurtleOS. It's a joke, I promise, don't kill me in the comments. Mint makes an unexpected comeback if it's on the very high preset, as it did the best in average frame rate, even better than Nobara, while Bazzite ends up last, but still pulling respectable numbers. CS2 is in fact a native Linux title, so it really shows what Linux is capable of when devs actually support it. We can't forget about GTA 5. This is the enhanced version of the game. For some reason, CachyOS wanted to be stubborn with the Rockstar Games launcher. Between Wine and Proton, I did all I could with it, but unfortunately I had to skip it on CachyOS and Nobara. My copy of GTA 5 isn't the Steam version actually, and instead was the Rockstar Games launcher version, because I initially had the physical version of the game back then. Regardless, GTA 5 pulled an Uno reverse card on minimum FPS, compared to Hitman with the Linux distros doing the worst on minimum FPS. This video took several days of distro installs, updates, downloads, and benchmarking runs, so if you're enjoying it so far, a bit of support down below would seriously help out. Perhaps the most neck-to-neck game, Red Dead Redemption 2 had every OS and distro trading blows. And yes, I used the Steam version here, so this time every distro gets to compete. CachyOS pulled ahead on minimum and average FPS, while Bazzite took the crown on max FPS. Nobara landed right in between those two. Mint held its own and matched, or beat Windows. With DLSS quality enabled, the Cachy vs Bazzite rivalry continued. Nobara stayed in the middle ground, and Windows ended up with the worst lows, but stronger highs. Lastly, a game people still love to benchmark, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Windows had an aggressive comeback with double or more FPS on minimum FPS, though its gains on average and max FPS are less powerful. Still all red for Linux on this one, just like Forza Horizon 5. But hey, that's why I try to test more titles, and ones that include built-in benchmarks, to ensure consistency across the board. Before you click off the video when you see the final charts, here's how to actually interpret them. Mint is best for total beginners. It has rock solid, but not bleeding edge drivers. CachyOS is still arch, but optimized with features like the Bohr CPU scheduler. It has amazing performance potential. Bazzite and Nobara are Fedora gaming distros designed for handhelds and PCs with gaming drivers and quality of life features out of the box. Great for Nvidia GPUs too. The main takeaway is you really can't go wrong with any of these distros. The borrow's results may seem a little skewed because of less tests being run on it, but it would easily outperform Windows overall regardless. If Linux still feels overwhelming or gaming isn't everything for you, that's valid. Don't feel pressure to switch because of this one video or other people in the Linux community saying you should. Just don't stay on Windows 10, as one wrong click on a random sketchy website and you can be exposed, and soon software support will vanish. It's the end of the line for Windows 10. Make your decision wisely. I'm JustSomeTechie. Catch you on the next one. See ya then.